Okay, in this video we're going to show you how to fit a fuel filler cap on our Nissan Navara we've got in the workshop today. So this is a stainless steel fuel filler cover we've got here. They're quite common on the Mitsubishi, and so we've got these for the Navaras. Okay, right then, so I'll pass the camera over to you, Tom. So this is for the double cab Navara. It's a different shape on the single cab. You can see you've got the rear doors and it's in the rear arch. Okay, so if we unlock the fuel cap, all we have to do to fit this is remove the lock, but it's relatively simple. We've got this bit of slightly rusting metal here. Okay, let's take the key out, put the key in my pocket. Okay, if we pull this towards me, this will release the lock. Okay, relatively straightforward. So you've got this spring clip. Note the way it goes back in when you're putting it back in. Also note, this is the orientation the lock crank needs to be at when you put it back in. Okay, so it's sort of facing up towards this groove here. Okay, I'll take that out, so that just spins out like that. Okay, so that's the lock parts removed. Okay, the next thing we need to do is take the adhesive wipe. This is a cleaning wipe we've got here. Open this up. Okay, and just give the lock assembly a clean. Okay, and this is just to remove any polish that may be on do the edges as well, and it's a good chance to give it a clean before you put that on. Okay, so it's an alcohol wipe, and it'll take a second or two for that to evaporate off depending on the climate conditions where you are. So while that's drying, what we'll do is just remove the cellophane wrap from this. Okay, and then remove these adhesive strips. Now what we could do actually, I think we'll supply this along with some silicone. So I'm going to get some silicone and show you how to put the silicone. Okay, so we've got some silicone. Now we'll supply this along with these. We find it works well together with the adhesive tape. So if you just use the cap there, and then just put a couple of blobs, so big, on there. Okay. Right then, put the lid on that. Okay. Then we've got to remove the adhesive strips. Okay. So remove each of those. So I'll do that. There's no need to video all that, and then we'll show you how to fit it. So we've got the silicone on the back of here, and we've removed the wipes. And now it's a question of positioning it. On there like so, and then what you need to do is to grab the lock assembly, okay, and fit the lock. So we'll do that next. Okay, so now we're going to fit the lock, and the lock is going up in the same sort of arch as the wheel arch with the keyhole vertical. Okay, so we put that in. Okay, line that up. Okay, and you can see that fits in the bag, and then what you've got to do is just push it in. Okay, push it forward, compress it so that you can get the clip behind. Okay, so you've got to hold it in there and push. Now, if it's tight because of the thickness, all you'll need to do is just flatten these clips. You see on the back of these clips here, you've got these little raised bits. We'll just flatten those. We'll show you how to do that with a pair of pliers. Okay, so yeah, you can just take these and bend the clips. Okay, bend the clips flatter because it's obviously a little bit thicker now, but luckily these clips have got a little bit there that we can just flatten them an amount by. Okay, now we should, while squeezing it together to push it in. Okay, with the clip pushed back in, you can then close the door, and you can see how that looks. There, obviously you need to clean it where we've had our fingers on it. And there we go. And that locks, and that's the job finished.